Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Educab TV Inglés Segundo Año. Soy Yolanda López, coordinadora académica de la Escuela de Educación de la Universidad Católica Andrés Bello y también coordino el programa de Educab TV Inglés de la mano de la profesora Indira Bhakti, representante del programa Virtual English Language Fellow de la Embajada de Estados Unidos en Venezuela. Les invitamos a participar en Educab TV Inglés los días viernes, tal día como hoy, dirigido a los estudiantes de segundo año de educación media general. Este es un espacio único y pertinente para reforzar sus clases de inglés en el área y a su vez para que les permita participar en este espacio tan importante. En la clase de hoy vamos a contar con la presencia de la facilitadora Oriana Pinto, estudiante de séptimo semestre de educación, mención ciencias pedagógicas, que nos va a llevar de la mano en la actividad. Muchísimas gracias por su asistencia. Bienvenidos.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you had an amazing week, okay? Well, last Friday, we worked with simple present tense, okay? We did some activities and we practiced simple present tense. So today, we're going to start working with simple past. But before we start working with simple past, we're going to do a warm-up activity about simple present tense, okay? So get ready. I'm going to click here to open the quiz, okay? And I'm going to share with you the link through the chat so you can do it with me, okay? So let's begin. If you have quizzes downloaded to your phone or any other device, you can use the code, okay? The class code that is going to appear in the screen. But in case you don't have the application downloaded, you can use the link that I'm going to share with you in the chat, okay? So let's wait for quizzes to load and we'll begin. Okay. Okay, so now you have the link in the chat. Remember to put your full name so we can know who you are. Okay, Leticia was so fast. Good, okay. Thank you, Leticia. Let's see who joins Leticia. Genesis, okay, good. Welcome. So let's wait for Aaron and for Luisana, okay? Okay, good. Since you're the only ones right here in the call, I'm going to start, okay? So get ready. Okay, so we have to complete the sentence, okay? Remember that we're working with simple present today. In this warm-up, remember this is a warm-up. So this is about what you saw last week, okay? So you need to choose between go, going, goes, and went, okay? In order to complete the sentence. time's up. Okay, so the correct answer was goes. Okay, remember that when we have a sentence in third person, okay, we need to use this form of the verb. So Leticia goes to school by bike every day. Okay, good job. Let's move to the next question. Okay, so here we have the next one. Mr. and Mrs. Hemsworth every Sunday. So we need to choose between travels, travel, are travel, or is traveling. Take your time, there's no pressure, okay? Okay, so time's up. Okay, so nobody answered this one correctly. Look, this was travel, okay? Mr. and Mrs. Hemsworth travel every Sunday, okay? Some of you answered travels. Remember that these are two people, Mr. and Mrs. Hemsworth. So this is like we're telling they travel every Sunday. They. So if we use the pronoun they, the verb travel is written without an S. Okay, remember that the S is added when we use third person. Okay, so it is not travels, and our travel, okay, is not either, because our travel, it is actually not correct, like both verbs together. We're going to see how to write simple past today. But for example, our travel should be our traveling, for example, okay, and that is not what is written right there. So let's move to the next question. Erica, good morning, how are you? We're doing the warm-up, okay? So you can watch the screen in order to answer the questions, even though you're not inside the quizzes, okay? Don't worry. Okay, so let's see. This one says, the cow, the grass in the field. So try to remember which person we're using. First person, third person, second person. Which one are you using in this sentence, okay? Do we have to choose eating, or ate, or eats, or eat? Okay, let's see. Good. Okay, so this one should be eats. Really good. You did really good. Okay, so the cow eats the grass in the field. Why? Because we're speaking in third person. Okay, the cow eats the grass in the field. Good. Okay, good job. Let's see this one. Water, of hydrogen and oxygen. So it should be consists, consistent, consist, or consisted. Okay, so two of you answered consists. Remember that this is written in third person, okay? We can change the word water with the pronoun it. So it consists of hydrogen and oxygen. Maybe that's a way you can use in order to know whether you have to use the verb in third person, okay? And add the S. You can change the noun, okay, to the pronoun to see if it is a third person, okay, in case you don't know like right away. So in this case, water, it is in third person the sentence, so we need to use consists with an S. Let's see this. You always the door before leaving. So here we have the pronoun you. This is in second person, okay? So we have locked, locked, have locked, and is locking. Which one should we use? Okay, good. Let's see. Lock. Good job, everyone. Okay, so you always lock the door before leaving. Okay, remember, for example, someone answered locked. Locked is in past, okay, and that's what we're going to work today. So remember, we're speaking right here in simple present, okay? So remember that. So you always lock the door before leaving. Okay, good job. Let's move to the next one. Okay, yes, Leticia, I saw there's two of you. Don't worry, okay? It's okay. Let's see here the full question view. So every morning, the sun through my bedroom window. We need to choose between shining, is shine, shines, or shine. Remember? Good morning, Ilama. Okay, so we need to choose between these four options. Remember that the sun should be in third. Well, the sun is in third person. Okay, so we can actually replace the sun with the pronoun it. So shines is the correct answer. Good. Okay, so every morning the sun shines through my bedroom window. So most of you answered correctly. Okay, good. Here, two of you answer is shine. Remember that we haven't saw when we use like the verb is plus another verb, and when we use it, it's actually in present progressive. So is shining. It wouldn't be is shine. Okay. For that to be correct, it should be is shining. But we're talking right now about simple present. Okay, simple present. So let's move to the next question. Okay, so here we have people thank you often. So should we use say, says, or saying? Remember that people is like they. We can replace people with the pronoun they. Time's up. Okay, so most of you answer say. So people say thank you often. Remember that we can replace the noun people with the pronoun they. So they say thank you often, okay? It is not in third person, so we cannot put an S to the verb, okay? Let's move to the next one. Okay, so here we have she, very smart. And we have is, am, are, or doing. Okay, everyone answered correctly. She is very smart. Okay, good. Very good. Okay, so that is in third person. Good. You're doing so great. Let's see this. I always the boss in the morning. We need to choose between is, takes, am, or take. Remember that this is in first person, okay? Because it begins with the pronoun I. Okay, let's see. Time's up. Okay, so I always take the bus, okay? I always take the bus in the morning. We cannot say I always am because I am not the boss, okay? So am is for telling something that I am. For example, I am a student, or maybe I am a girl, okay? I am a woman, but I always am the boss in the morning. I was like, if we write this, I will be telling that I am the boss, and I am not a boss. I'm a person, okay? So good job. The word that we needed to use to complete the sentence was take. So I always take the bus in the morning, okay? Or maybe I always catch the bus in the morning. Let's see this one. I think this one is the last one, okay? So the doctors clean. So should we use are or is or am or cleaning? Okay, remember that if you have any doubt, you can replace the noun with the pronoun, and maybe you can see better which verb to use, okay? So the doctors are clean. Good job. I think for two people didn't answer, okay? Maybe it was because of the time or something. So the doctors are clean, okay? Because we can replace the doctors with the pronoun they. So they are clean, okay? Good job, everyone. Okay, so let's move to the end of the game. Okay, so congratulations to everyone, and also to Luisana, to Leticia, and to Aaron, okay, who did a really good job. So I'm going to move back to the presentation, and we're going to start working with simple past tense, okay? So actually some of the choices we had in the quiz were in past, okay? So right now we're going to understand better how to use them, okay? So the simple past is a verb tense that is used to talk about things that happened or existed before, okay? For example, I watched TV last week. So this sentence is telling me or is telling that I watched TV, but it was last week, okay? It is not now, or it is not something that I do maybe on a daily basis, but it was something that I did before, okay? Before the present. So the verb here is watched, okay? So if you can see, the actual verb in infinitive is watched, like this. W-A-T-C-H, okay? But we add the ED because it is in simple past, okay? So I watched TV last week. It's talking about something that I did before or that happened before now. So right now we're going to see a video, okay, about simple past, but you need to get ready because inside the video we have some activities, and you will need to help me through the chat or with your microphone to answer the questions and do the activities, okay? So get ready. Let me click here. Let's start watching the video, okay?
ESL Library. Simple past. What are verb tenses? Verb tenses show the time that an action takes place. The simple past is a verb tense. We use the simple past tense for finished past actions. For example, I watched a movie yesterday. I ate dinner 2 hours ago. I was busy last week. With regular verbs, we use the verb plus ed to form the simple past. The verb form is the same for all subjects. For example, the simple past of the verb watch is watched.
If you can see, this didn't happen with the present always, because in simple present, when we had a verb in third person, we added an S or an ES. So in simple past, okay, when we change the verb and conjugate the verb, we use it the same way with each person, okay? So as you can see, even if we are speaking in first person or second or third, the verb in simple past, it is the same, okay? It remains the same.
I walked my dog yesterday. She played the guitar at my party last month. The students studied last night. With irregular verbs, the verb changes into a different form. We do not use ed. Here are some examples of irregular verbs. Listen and repeat. Do,
okay, so as you can see, when
did.
we use regular verbs, we add an ed to the verb in order to form this simple past. But when we have irregular verbs, we need to be very careful because it depends on the verb. So for example, if you can see the verb to do, okay, do, we do not add the ed. It changes completely. So we write the present as do, and we write the past as did, okay?
Drink, drank. Eat, ate. Go, went. Have, had. Run, ran. Say, said. Sing, sang. Sleep, slept. Write, wrote. The verb form is the same for all subjects. For example, the simple past form of the verb eat is ate. You went to Paris 2 years ago. My dog slept on my bed last night. We drank coffee yesterday morning. Be is the only simple past verb that changes forms for different subjects. The two simple past forms of the verb be are was and were.
So as you can see, this is the only verb that changes within the subject, okay? For example, when we're speaking in singular, I was tired or he was tired, okay? We use the verb was, okay? The form was, that is one of the forms of the verb to be. And we use were when we are speaking in plural, okay? You were tired, we were tired, they were tired, okay? So remember that we need to make a difference between was and were, okay?
I was cold yesterday afternoon. My dog was hungry. My new shoes were expensive.
Okay, so right now we're going to practice.
Look at the picture and say or write a simple past sentence. For
This is
example,
an example, okay? So here we have the sentence, okay? And we have in parentheses the verb that we need to use. And we need to write the verb in past, okay? So they pizza last night. So we already saw this verb during the video, okay? So we need to write it in the chat, okay? Good. Genesis and Aaron already answered the example, okay? I would like to use for you to use the verb the microphone too. But if you answer through the chat, also it's good because you can also practice writing the sentence, okay? So let's begin.
they ate pizza last night.
Okay, now you have to try it.
Now you try.
Okay, so I coffee yesterday morning, but you have to write the complete sentence, not only the verb, okay? Let's see. Okay, good job, Aaron. Drank, okay. But try to write the complete sentence, okay? Let's see if you can write the complete sentence so we can practice writing, okay? Okay, Luisana, I drank coffee yesterday morning. Good. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Remember that coffee is with 2 F's and 2 E's, okay? Okay, so he the guitar yesterday, and the verb is play. So remember to write the complete sentence, okay? Okay, Ildamar and Leticia answer played. Okay, good. Aaron, he played the guitar yesterday. Good. Okay. Luisana too, and Esteban answered too. Good. Okay, so let's see. Remember to write the complete sentence just as you did right now. Remember to capitalize the first letter of the first word. When we write a sentence, the first letter we use is in capital letter, okay? And we end the sentence with a period, okay? Punto, okay? Period. So he played the guitar yesterday. So let's see here the answer in the screen so you can watch it. Very good. Okay. Then we have here, she, TV, last, the verb we need to use is watch. Watch. Okay, Genesis says watched. Luisana, she watched TV last night. Okay, good. Remember the capital letter, okay? Aaron, you need to write the S of the word she in capital letter and end the sentence with a period, okay? And let me see. And Ildamar, remember that watch doesn't have an H between the W and the A, okay? Watched. Okay, good. Very good job, okay? Last night, remember that the word is L-A-S-T. The S is before the T, okay? Good. Let's move to the next one. Okay, so here we have, we to Paris 8 years ago. And the word and the verb we need to write in past is the verb go, to go. Remember that this is an irregular verb, okay? So the past, it is not written similar to the present, okay? Good job, Aaron, good job. We went to, oh, everyone started writing and I lost Aaron's answer. We went to Paris 8 years ago. Remember that we, the word we should start with a capital letter, okay? And we need to end the sentence with a period. Erika, it is not going because going is in present participle. It is something that you're doing, okay? That you're still doing right now. And this is in past, okay? Remember that when we speak about the past, we're speaking about something that already happened, okay? Let's see, Ildamar says too, we went to Paris 8 years ago. Okay, good, Genesis, Esteban, and Maria Angel, and Leticia too, okay. Good job, Maria Angel, okay. Good job, everyone. Let's see here the answer in the screen, so you can check it out. We went to Paris. Okay, I want to go to Paris again. Okay, so here we have this sentence. The student, okay, the student, tired after class. Tired after class. And we need to use the verb to be, okay, the verb to be. Okay, Aaron says the student was tired after class. Okay. Let's see the rest of you. You can answer too, okay? The rest of you can write the sentence. The student was tired after class. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, you did an amazing job, okay? Let's move to the next part of the activity, okay? So right now we're going to see the main uses of the simple past. So we can use simple past to talk about specific actions in the past, okay? For example, we often use adverbs of time such as last year, yesterday, or last night, such as the one we used in the video, okay? Because we want people to know when we did the action. So here, for example, we have two sentences, and you need to tell me which is the verb. So the first one is, Genesis passed the ball to Indira. So please turn on your microphone and tell me which is the verb, okay? So I can circle it. So turn on your microphone. Let's see who can help me. Okay, good. Thank you, Aaron. Good. So Genesis passed the ball to Indira. Okay, let me circle the correct answer. Passed. Okay. When we use the simple past tense, we need to make sure that we pronunciate really good like the verb, okay? Because we can get confused with the simple present and the simple past. For example, the verb to pass, okay, in simple present should be pass. But when we're speaking in past tense, we need to make sure that we pronunciate the ed. So here we have to say Genesis passed. okay? Just like if we ended the word with a T, like past, okay, good. So thank you, Aaron, for your participation. Let's see the next one. I practiced soccer when I was little. We have two verbs right there. Who can turn on their microphone and tell me? Let's see if someone can turn on the microphone.
The two verbs are practice and was.
Okay, good, Luisana, and also good because I think Genesis, Ildamar, and Maria Ángela and Leticia answered this one. Okay, and Esteban too. Okay, good job, everyone. Thank you very much. So we have practice, okay, and was. And as you can see, past and practice are regular verbs, okay? They're regular verbs because we added the letters ed at the end of the verbs, okay? And was is an irregular verb, okay? It is a form of the verb to be. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Let's move to the next use. We also use simple past when we are speaking about a series of actions in the past. So here we have two more sentences. You can turn on your microphone, okay? Just like Aaron and Luisana did before. I received the good news about the volleyball team and immediately called my mom. So these are like,
Received and
okay.
called.
Okay, good. So received, I'm going to put the pencil here, well, the color purple here. I received, okay, and then I called my mom. Okay, good. So I received the news about the volleyball team, and then I called my mom. So as you can see, we have a series of actions, okay, that happened in the past. So thank you very much, Aaron, okay? Good job. And as you can see, these two verbs are regulars, okay? Are regular verbs because they end with ed. Let's see the next one. He studied for an hour in the morning and played soccer all afternoon. Okay, I have something in the chat. Let's see. It's studied, okay, and played. Okay, so thank you, Erika. Thank you, Ildamar. Thank you, Maria Ángel, Genesis, and Esteban too, Gildamar, good job. Okay, you're super fast. Very good. Okay, so he studied, okay, for an hour. And then he played soccer. He played soccer. Okay, so these are a series of actions too. Okay, both of them are in the past. Good job. Let's see the next one. We also use simple past when we're speaking about repeated or habitual actions, like some things we do in our routine, okay? So, for example, here we have two sentences. We played tennis after school every afternoon in high school. Okay, played, good. Thank you, Aaron. Played, very good. Okay, and we have the next one too. I walked 5 kilometers to the basketball court every day for a year. Let's see. Yes, good job, Gildamar and Ildamar. Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Is walked.
Walked. Okay, good. Thank you, Esteban. Good job. Okay, good job. Okay. Let's see. We have here walked. Thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Esteban, for using your microphones, okay? And also thank you to the rest of you who cannot use the microphone, but are answering the questions as well, okay? So, good. Thank you very much. Let's move to the next one. We also use simple past in actions from long periods, okay? So, for example, here we have two sentences. I worked for many years as an Olympic coach. Who can turn on the microphone? Okay, tell me, Aaron. Worked. Good. I worked for many years as an Olympic coach. So this is an action that went along for a long period of time, okay, for many years. So worked, I'm going to use the color here. I worked for many years. And then we have the second sentence that says, she was a world golf champion for 5 years in a row. And they're already telling me the answer here. Was. Okay, good. Thank you, because some of you also answered the last one, okay? Gildamar, and Esteban, and Genesis, and Maria Angel. And we have some of you who are answering this one too. She was, okay? Thank you, Lamar too, Gildamar, Maria Angel, Esteban, Genesis. Good. Okay, so as you can see, the verb worked is a regular verb, okay, because it ends with ed. And was is an irregular verb, okay, so good job. We also use the simple past for facts, okay? So here we have two sentences. Soccer is a sport that originated in London, England.
Originate.
Good, Aaron. Thank you very much.
Is
okay.
a verb too?
Okay, yes. Yes, good. Soccer is a sport because that part is actually like still true in the present because soccer is a sport, but that it was originated in London, England. Okay, so the word is in present, but the word originated is in past. So very good to Luisana, okay? You have a good eye. Then we have the second sentence, okay? Hockey originated in Greece. Let's see.
Is originated.
Okay, thank you, Esteban. Okay, so thank you very much to Aaron, Esteban, and Luisana that used their microphone for this activity, okay? And thank you everyone who used the chat too. You did such an amazing job, okay? So I'm going to circle the answers here so you can see it. Okay, good. So let's look at this. To form the simple past with regular verbs, we already saw it in the video and we just practice it with the activities, okay? We use the infinitive and add ed at the end, okay? Like this, we need to add ed at the end. And the form is the same for all people, okay? We can use any pronoun, we can use any noun in any person, and we're going to use the simple past the same way. So, for example, here we have the verbs changed, okay, believed, and studied, okay? And these verbs are the same when we use the pronouns I, you, we, they, he, she, and it, okay? So we have some exceptions for verbs that end with an E, we just add the letter D, okay? We do not add ED again, like we do not use two E's. We just add the letter D and that's it. Or if the verb ends in a short vowel and a consonant, we double the final consonant. For example, a stop, okay, the verb to stop, we need to double the letter P. So in past, it should be stopped, okay, stopped. And with verbs that end with a consonant and Y, we change Y to an I. For example, this one, study, the verb to study. We need to change the letter Y, okay, to an I and add the ED, okay? So studied, okay? So these are some exceptions that you need to take in account in order to conjugate the verb. And as you already saw in the video, we also have irregular verbs, okay? So the simple past of irregular verbs depends on each verb. So we need to actually learn and memorize the form of the verb in simple past. Here we have a list. It is a short list, okay? We do have a lot of verbs, a lot of irregular verbs, but here are some verbs that you use frequently. Like in Spanish, you use these verbs really frequently, okay? So we have the verb to do, okay? And the simple past is did, okay? The verb to run, and we have the simple past that is ran. Then we have buy, okay? Buy, comprar, okay? The verb to buy. And the simple past is bought. We also have the verb to become, and we have the simple past that is became, okay? Begin, and the simple past is began. Fall, and the simple past is fell. Then we have get, and the simple past is got. We also have, okay, and the simple past is had. We have break, okay, break, romper, and the simple past is broke. And we also have go, and the simple past is went. Okay, so here we have this list of irregular verbs, and we are going to use them, okay? You can use them in the following activity, okay? So you can have it right here. I'm going to actually like make a screenshot of this one in case you need to use it for next activity, okay? So right now we're going to go to the Jamboard, okay? We have a Jamboard today for you to work on. So before I share the link with you, I'm going to explain the activities, okay? We have here the first activity. We have some sports, okay? As you can see, we were speaking about sports before, okay? The previous sentences that we use in the activities were about sports. So we need to use the following sports in order to create original sentence in simple past. Remember that we're practicing simple past. So here we have basketball, baseball, boxing, and surfing, okay? I'm going to put your names right here so you can do the sentence once I share with you the link, okay? So for example, I'm going to put, I don't know, Aaron and Esteban, and maybe two more of you right here. I'm going to put your names so you can see which activity you're going to do. Then we have this slide, and in this activity, we need to conjugate the verb. These are regular verbs, okay? And we need to write their form in simple past in order to create a sentence. So, for example, here you have two boxes, one little box for you to write the verb, okay, in simple past, and the second box is for you to write the sentence. I'm going to make the first one, I'm going to do the first one so you can see how to do the rest, okay? For example, here we have cook, and cook in past is like this, cooked. Okay. So I'm going to write a sentence. I cooked an amazing meal last week. Okay, so in the first box, you're going to write only the verb already in simple past. And in the second box, you're going to write the sentence, okay? For example, here I cooked an amazing meal last week. So remember to use adverbs or to use words that tell us that this happened in the past, okay? And the last one, you need to conjugate the following irregular verbs, okay? Yes, Aaron, wait a second. I just told you that I'm going to share the link after I explain the activity, okay, Aaron? Okay, so be patient. I haven't sent the link yet because I'm explaining the activity, okay? Good. So here you have to conjugate the regular verbs in simple past and then create the sentence, okay? So I'm going to go back to the first activity. I'm going to share the link right now. And while you enter to the Jamboard, I'm going to put your names in the Jamboard so you can know which one you're going to do, okay? So let me share with you in the chat the link. Okay, there you have the link. Now I'm going to see, for example, here we have Aaron and Esteban that are boys. I'm going to put your names right here. So you can wipe off your name once you're writing the sentence, okay? Okay, let me see who else. Maybe Erica and Genesis can help us here too. Erica and Genesis. Okay, so here are your names. You need to look for your name and start working, okay? If you want to make this sentence, the one about cook, you can erase my sentence, okay? You can erase my sentence and do it, okay, if you want to. I'm going to put the rest of the names right here. Let me see who else do we have here in the room. We have Ildamar, Luisana, okay? So Ildamar. I'm going to write Ildamar too, just in case. Well, I'm going to put your names right here. You know what to do, okay? You can erase your name once you start working. I'm going to put Ildamar too. Okay, and Lisana, because I already saw her name. Let's see who else. Mariangel is the one that is missing, okay? Mariangel. Okay, so we have 3 more sentences to do, okay? But I think I already put all your names into the activity. So whoever finished early, okay? Erica is already in the Jamboard. Whoever finished early, okay? Whoever finished your sentence early, you can go to the last slide and do one of the 3 sentences that have no name, okay? So for example, I don't know if I'm missing Leticia, but I don't see her in the call. I think maybe she lost her connection or something. I'm going to put her name in case she comes back. Teacher Veronica, if you see her like in the participants list, you can let me know so I can tell her that her sentence is right here. Okay, Erica. Okay, maybe Erica cannot go inside the Jamboard, so I'm going to paste her sentence, okay? Yes, thank you, Teacher Veronica. Let's see. So Erica is telling me, Mario was boxing. Okay, you don't have the app. Okay, Erica, look, we're speaking in simple past, and Mario was boxing is in present participle, okay? The word boxing is in present participle, and was boxing is a progressive form because Mario is already is still doing it, okay? Or was still doing it, mejor dicho. So Mario was boxing, it is not in the correct tense, okay? Remember I was speaking in the past. So which is the correct form of the verb? For example, you use boxing not as a sport, like not as a noun, but as a verb. You can use the verb practice. For example, Mario practiced boxing, okay? Mario practiced boxing, because that way the word boxing is a verb, okay? Is actually the sport, but not the main verb, okay? Let's see, I'm going to help you, Eric. Mario practice Okay, so look at this, Erika. Mario practiced boxing when he was a teenager. I missed the period. Let me put it right here. Okay, so as you can see, practiced, okay? Let me use the pen so I can mark it right here. Practiced is in past, okay, Erika? So Mario practiced boxing when he was a teenager, and was is also in past. Okay, Aaron, I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete your name so you can use a complete space. I played basketball yesterday. Good. Okay, you're only missing the period. Good job, Aaron. Okay, Genesis. Okay, I go surfing on the beach every day. Remember, we're talking right now in simple past, okay? So I went, for example, I went surfing, okay, last week. Okay, let me delete this so you can see the complete sentence. Okay, Genesis, good job. I went surfing. Okay, so went is in past tense. And Esteban wrote, I played basketball last week. Okay, good. So you played basketball last week. Good job, Esteban. I'm going to erase this so you can use a complete space for your sentence. So the verb played is in past. Good. Let me see this one. Okay, good job. So we have here cooked, cleaned, danced, and played. Okay, and we have 3 more sentences. I cleaned the house last day. Okay, let's put like this. Last week or maybe yesterday, okay? But last day, it makes, like it is not really correct, okay? So last week, for example. I danced salsa yesterday. Okay, I danced salsa yesterday. Good. Okay, good job, everyone. I think here we had Ildamar, Gildamar, and Lisana, right? So good job, the 3 of you, okay? I played soccer with my family. Good job. Great. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, let's help Maria Angel. I think Leticia is not right here, so whoever wants to participate in this activity before we go, you can do it, okay? We have 2 more minutes. Let's see. Okay, Maria Angel just, oh, you did it through the chat. Okay, she did dinner last night. Okay, we actually use the verb make, like to make dinner, okay? So I'm going to put your sentence here, Maria Angel. She made dinner, or maybe, well, the verb is to do, but since you already wrote that sentence, I'm going to put the word we actually use for cooking dinner, okay? She made dinner last night, okay? So I'm going to put like a little post-it here in order to change the verb, because you use a sentence that require, like maybe require the verb made, okay? And here I'm going to write made. Okay, so thank you, Maria Angel, good job. Here we have in past is had, okay? Had. And run in past is ran. Okay, you ran too fast yesterday. Good job. Okay, good. Let's see if the person who is writing the sentence with the verb to have can finish, and we are done for today, okay? Let's wait just 1 minute because someone was writing a sentence right here and I don't want to interrupt you guys. Let's see. No? No, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just going to put the past form of the verb to go, so you can know is went. Okay. So, for example, I went to the mall yesterday. Okay, I went to the mall yesterday. I'm going to put the sentence here. I went to the mall yesterday. Okay. Let's see. And oh, be careful with the slide, okay? And here, maybe, I don't know. I had, or we had an amazing class last week. Okay. We had an amazing class last week. Okay, so I just wanted you to see how we can use these verbs before we leave, okay? So thank you very much, everyone, for your participation. It was such an amazing class today. Okay, so we hope to see you next week. Next week, we're going to work with simple future, okay? Things that will happen in the future. So remember your Zoom registration, remember the YouTube channel subscription, so you can see the classes when you're at home, like next week, you can see this class too. Also remember to fill the attendance form that is already in the chat, okay? You have the form in the chat. And remember that you have here the Google Classroom too, in case you are not inside the Google Classroom, okay? So thank you very much for today, and we hope you have a nice weekend, okay?
And for this class, good.
Bye, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Thank you, okay?
Bye, everyone. Great
Thank you,
class.
guys.
Goodbye. Thank you for your participation.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Very much.
Bye-bye.